Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon, artist and spiritualist. I'm called to come back and speak about different aspects of the spiritual ascension path. Just share some ideas. I hope you're navigating those times that are very shifting. It's really dark because we're really close to a breakthrough. Though it gets really dark right before the dawn, and be aware of that. The card of the day is imagination, so it's very powerful. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. It's my friend Albert Einstein that used to say that, and I think he was a great philosopher. He's known as a scientist, but his philosophy is quite right on the spot very often, and so imagination is is really the power to expand our consciousness. And I thank you not to forget to subscribe. I thank you so much for your donations. I thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting, as well as if you want to discuss art. I still have some reasonably priced, some really amazing little paintings. Very soon I'm going to be able to restart my life in the art world, start my gallery and all that. So it's going to be very, very exciting. I'm very excited. And if you want a private session, you can send me an email. So I wanted to talk about the fact that 2025 is really a turning point this year. It's really the turning point of the decade. This decade is the decade of all the changes. It started really heavy with 2020, and but it will be a good year. Spirit told me it was a good year, and yet Spirit also told me that the 21st century is going to be really hard on humanity, because they're going to have to face their own shadow and prepare themselves for ascension. Although it won't be hard for us who are the light workers. It will be a lot easier because we've done the work. Because we're the one who have traversed the greatest adversity, who carry the biggest load. We're standing on the forefront of the shift, and we've done that so that humanity, we accepted to take a lot of the collective energy of darkness and so on through the past decades, just so that humanity can do that, can make this ascension. We're working for millions, billions of people that we'll never meet and will never know, but we're working for the Creator, and we're assisting them all. And also we had to accept that a lot of people, through their awakening, were surrounded by people that had completely contrary beliefs. So like conspiracy theorists, they were create. Everybody were like kind of like find a lot of isolation. It's okay to be alone for a time, and so all will have eventually to face their shadows, but some won't be able to. They're not ready. They will stay in 3D. They're going to finish their life in this third dimension, in the world of senses, without imagining anything else. And then they're going to continue their evolution on a younger planet that already accepted to receive them, to continue the third dimensional path. But there won't be war, there won't be money, so that'll be a lot easier for them. But for all those who have chosen the ascension, we're going to complete it in this lifetime, or we may choose to do 1 or 2 or 3 lifetimes to complete the ascension. It's all decided on the soul level. We don't have a choice. Our soul has already decided in the timing, and they say the timing is perfect. My soul and spirit keeps telling me that the timing is perfect, and because all the souls have already made their choices. So what we need to align is with our soul plan, to be as much present as possible, our intuition, our guidance, our heart-centered willingness to live our highest truth, and to remember we are already one with the source, with the Creator. We continue to process through the healing, the clearing, and the purifying. And all that comes up in our consciousness as a reason for being. It's all coming from the source. What comes from our intuition, it's what we have to make the choices, because we have those two voices, the positive and negative. The more we are able to let go of the negative programmation, the easier, the faster it will be. Because all the universe functions for the highest good of all, minus the individual ego, the will of the egos, the collective egos, as well as negative extraterrestrial AI intelligence that are still working against humanity and the ascension. Those programations have been around for 12,500 years, so it's been a long time. The Archon's program is monitoring all that is going on and trying to prevent, to slow down the ascension. Like sometimes you're speaking about something with a friend, and then you open the internet and poof, the thing is they're talking to you about that's a proof that they're monitoring all that is going on. So when you see that, just turn off the internet. If rather than changing channel, if you can turn it off, it kind of dissolve their whole monitoring system. And so because everything they do on those archons and the darker beings on the higher planes, on some astral planes, everything they do to interfere, there is always galactic and cosmic groups and intelligence that are monitoring those interferences and implementing countermeasures as it comes. And so do not worry about it. Yet they're recommending a 72 hours fasting of the internet, to be completely off the grid for 72 hours. That will reset our whole biology. Personally, I can't really do that because I'm waiting for a call from some clients. Once I get my calls, then I will be able to do it with ease. But it's not easy in this world to stay always happy, to be always in gratitude for each moment we live, each moment of our life, to have the gratitude. God has given me another day on this planet. Sometimes I feel like returning home will be a great joy as well. But we need to shift our attention from external condition to heart-centered awareness. For everything that God made, He made simple. But then the mind of the limited mind created a lot of complexity. God, of course, there's no problem dealing with all those complexities. But for us, we need to return to the simple thing, to the simple. Because the mind, most of the mind are here on third dimensional Earth, are disconnected from the soul. It's kind of rare. It's more an exception to the rule that the mind and the soul are working as one. In the fifth dimension, there is the integration of mind and heart. So that's more common things. But we're all actors on the stage of life, so we need to rewrite the script of the dark shadow matrix, to write a new script, a new program inside the play a different role than what is standard in society, to be ourselves. It was Kafka, the author, was saying, I didn't know life was a masked ball. I came without a mask. I feel completely naked here. But right now it's the time is to drop the mask, to be ourselves. All the other roles are taken. We just need to be ourselves, understanding we are protected by God and Spirit. The more we are connected to our heart, the more protected we will, and the more impact our energies have on silent energy has on the collective. And so I want to discuss the fact that most of the internet is now run by artificial intelligence. They're going completely insane. Half of all the activities that are going on online are they're fake, and they're fake people. You see AI influencer, like those pretty girls, like but actually it's an old man in Central Africa that's like playing with this, and there's all those guys. Oh, I love you. It's like fake people. I'd rather have some humans that are imperfect than the perfect reptilian clone or fake people. So there is fake people, there is fake images, fake movies, fake. They make all kinds of fakes now, fake stories. So it's really reaching a level of absurdity. It's a sign of the collapse of society. But as Victor Hugo, the French author, said it, or Napoleon also said that, do not believe everything you read on the internet. Another story on that vein is somebody asked the Buddha, what makes us humans? And the Buddha answered, it's the ability to be able to find the crossroad on a picture, on a photography. So it's like, are you a robot or something? It's like a robot asking you if you're a human. It's like we're really getting to a place of like completely insane. So just stay heart-centered and take all of that with light and humor. Disconnect from when you see there is something negative. Sometimes we shift channels, but that doesn't really doing much. If we can turn off the phone and return to center for a little while, that really helps. It really assists in dissolving some of their interference and their monitoring system. So have no fear. We won't. Sometimes there may be a regret in terms of relationship, the certain things that were lost, but it will be replaced. And because on this planet we're going to go through a great shift of dimensional shift that is being prepared, and so there is Spirit, the galactics, the ascended masters have already made a complete audit of all that needs to be preserved and all that can go. It's like every culture, every well, maybe not as much in Africa because they don't have a very old culture, but then except from extraterrestrial technologies, and they have so much resources and so on, and we love all people but in India, in Europe, in the Americas, there is certain things from those old cultures that needs to be preserved, but a lot of things will have to go. So it's all a lot of non-organic materials may disappear when we shift dimension. Also, that like the concrete is like all those who live in concrete. I don't know what's gonna happen to that because it's not part of what is needed for the future. But so there is a lot of things that have great cultural value, but be careful also. There is a lot of negative energy in many religious messages, mostly in Catholic messages. They're really they have those subliminal, hypnotic things that fake spirituality to lead you to believe in something that actually is a trap for the souls. For in the 6th century, the archons instrumented, they made the Vatican and the Catholic religion instrumental in the enslavement of souls through a process of hell and the original sin and all that. All of this needs to be discharged, so it's very important to continue to work in education, for there is so much going on the soul level. There is a whole scene that is going on, and here we're just getting glimpse. I hope you're getting some glimpse, but I assume that it's relevant to my future rather than the future unfoldment of my life, rather than in a parallel life, in a parallel universe, on a parallel Earth. Because it's like sometimes I feel they're so happy, they've done so much work. Because we've done the work, they were able to do so much up there. And now I feel like, hey, don't forget about us down here. And just we do want the manifestations. And there are many actors within our own story, and so sometimes I'm getting information about on this soul plan of what the other actors within my own reality are getting, or information on that direction, notes, feelings about the other players. For the mission here is about helping a multitude of people that will never know and will never meet. But we're working for the Creator and the planet, and that happens through our divinity. When we turn to the light, we turn to the heart, we're turning to our divinity, and it is we are allowing our divinity to do that work, and we're only getting what is relevant to our mission. For at the end, we are the sum and product of all our choices. So we're more than that, but the reality that we're creating here down on the earth. So they were talking about this electronic fasting for a reset, to turn off all kinds of subliminal hypnotic programmation and the monitoring and manipulation of the archon. It's like the end of the Truman Show. And I don't know if you've seen the Truman Show. It's like someone that's completely entrapped in a bubble with actors that are trying to keep him entrapped in a comfortable illusion. So it's like we choose to stay in this comfortable illusion or step into freedom that is quite unknown. But we do need to make those choices and those leaps of faith. So it's like because when we creating those shifts and those changes, it's like the quantum butterfly effect. We're really and sometimes we're going to need to disconnect from the internet. For me, I can't really do that just yet, but I'm really looking forward to that. And that is happening also. This program of the Archon is not just happening here. Throughout our whole local universe, there are hundreds of planets that are shifting from 3rd dimension into 5th dimension as well, but they don't have us. So we need to continue to send our love, and the more we do here, the more easier it will be for them as well. And for the Earth, it's really the cutting edge of creation. It is the most difficult, but it's where all the eyes of the universe are right now. For ascension is gradual and it's unpredictable, and the solar flash will not create an ascension. It will create a boost, an acceleration, a transformation. It will make so many things clear, and there will be high and low in the journey, and no matter what. But overall, we have to realize 2025 is a turning point, and we want to make it a good year. Well, I hope, my friend, this message was interesting for you. I thank you. Not to forget to subscribe. I thank you for your donations. I thank you for your likes, your sharing, your comments, and if you want to talk about art, feel free to get in touch. For the card of the day is inner peace. We have to maintain this inner peace regardless of the transformations that are happening. We have to be patient with ourselves. Small step. The highest wisdom is good. It's pleasure. It's returning to a life of pleasure. It's really we had to to be very ascetic, to be very. For me, it's like I always enjoy a lot of things, but I'm returning to physical abundance. Spirit says I'm going to flex to show my success and my wealth and my abundance when I have it. It's going to be okay to show that. I've been more. I'm very discreet. I enjoy discretion. For in my business, in the art business, you don't talk about business with the people you don't do business with. It's discreet, and also following the law of Epicure. To be happy, just you got to. You stay hidden to be happy. You live outside of the world, but we're going to be able to share. So it's going to be about pleasure. So we're going to be able to, for pleasure, share this pleasure doubled. What we need to understand is the wonder, is to be in wonder. There is all kinds of wonders that are coming. I know Spirit, what they're showing me, I hope it will manifest soon, is really beyond my wildest dream. It is amazing. I'm going to be so happy when it happens. What we need to do is purity, to stay pure, to stay in the heart, to stay in the now, to continue to purify yourself, your consciousness, your intention, your mind, your body. And the outcome is embracing. We're going to embrace the new reality. We have to embrace the love, embrace life in general. To drop the shield at some point. Sometimes we need to shield ourselves from the negative energies that we can still be submitted to. But sometimes we need to learn to drop the shield, to be fully in a position to embrace all of life. For embracing is about fifth dimension is very much about embracing. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.